Hey, Coach Cruisers, what is going on? Welcome back. I'm your host, Brad, and for those of you new to Coach Cruise, welcome. Anyway, today I won't be talking much, which is probably a good thing for many of you out there. Mr. John Heald, Carnival Cruise Line's ambassador, is going to give you a tour of the Grand Jubilee on the Carnival Celebration. I'm excited about the Carnival Celebration. I don't know how many of you are out there, but I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you're kind of excited about it and you want to see more. John spoke with a couple of the designers of the Carnival Celebration that had a lot of input into the decisions of everything that went into the Carnival Celebration today. And there were some wonderful tie-ins to some of the history of Carnival and some of the older ships, how they brought those back to life on the Carnival Celebration. I think they have done an absolutely wonderful job from the sneak peeks we've gotten so far, but enjoy this sneak peek that was featured earlier on Facebook by John Heald himself. But for those of you, again, that don't have Facebook, here it is for you. And for those of you that aren't already subscribed to Coach Cruise, any opportunity I can get like this to share a video that you might not have access to, I'm happy to do. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button if you didn't get an opportunity to see this video and you appreciate content being shared with you that you didn't already have the opportunity to see. You will help me out a lot. And without any further ado, here's Mr. John Heald. Take care.
And thank you so much for watching. Right, it is time for me to switch the camera around so you do not have to look at this, the face that launched 1,000 ships. Look at I honestly look like a bag of wrenches. Ugh. We are joined in a very special place by three very special people. And so rather than me just waddle around filming indiscriminately things that I don't really understand, I thought, what better to have two very special people who are part of the design team and, of course, a third gentleman who I will introduce you to in a moment. So I'm going to turn the camera around and you are going to see that we are in a very, very special area. It is called the Golden Jubilee. And this is the bar on deck 6 midship. For those many Mardi Gras cruises, this is where the Brass Magnolia is on Mardi Gras. And there is so much to show you. This is not just a bar. It is a great place where we will have designer cocktails, fabulous fun service from the staff, wonderful live music. But it is a place to explore. And to help me explore, I'd like you to meet... Now, as you can probably tell from Petu's accent that he's from Cleveland, Ohio. Finland. And tell everybody what you do.
I'm the design director for Carnival Cruise Line.
And welcome to you, the design director. Next to you we have...
Hi, Glenn Aprile, Director of Product Development for Carnival Cruise Line.
And you're going to have to speak up, gentlemen, because they only provide me with this is an iPhone 3. Right. So we do. And of course, gentlemen who a lot of you know, this is...
I'm the captain, Vincenzo Caras.
Captain, thank you for joining us, and it's really very special that you're all here, and we're going to have, at the end of this, the captain do something very, very important indeed. I'd like to start with you two gentlemen. I'm going to put you both, if you want to move your heads together, because we can fit you in the camera, it's just that I know how much you love each other. Tell us about the designs of this bar, because in the shot right now we've got a step ladder, we've got the last cleaning things going on, so you've seen it from conception to where we are now. Before I take everybody on a guided tour, tell us about your ideas for this.
Well, like you said, it's a bar, but it's not just a bar. So it's really a bar, kind of a showcasing the history of 50 years of Carnival, where we have all kind of different items from the old ships. And it's not done just like you can take old items and make it a museum, but it's cohesive with the design. So some of them you don't even know that it might be an old item, like the wall or something. But that's the story behind, let's say, how this was done.
That's
Glenn
fabulous.
Can talk about many of the details that we have.
Glenn, and I like what you said there. It's a story, and it's a story of the history of Carnival Cruise Line.
Well, it's a celebration. We're on the Carnival celebration, and the name of this lounge is the Golden Jubilee, which means celebration of 50 years. And we are in the year of celebrating our 50th birthday.
Right.
And we really wanted to do something special. We are in a new zone on the ship, the Gateway Zone, that celebrates all things travel, and our Carnival Fun Ships have played a huge role in that, and this is where we can celebrate the last 50 years of Carnival Fun Ships and all the ships to come in the future.
Let's take a look at some of the things, because words are wonderful, but seeing the things. And I'd like to start with a statue over here. And let's all stand up. I'm going to make an old man noise, everybody. Oh, thank you. Take a look at this statue over here. And this, of course, is something I want you all to come and have a look at. And there it is. What can you tell us about this, Glenn?
Sure. So this statue was originally installed on the Carnival Sensation, and it's a statue of it's a sculpture of Ted Arison together with the founder of our company, along with Martin Sarikangas, who was the co-founder of Ramasa Yards, who built the ship. And it was a gift from the shipyard to Carnival, installed on the ship, and now it's here in the Golden Jubilee.
And it's originally from Sensation.
That's correct.
And rather than it just end up in a warehouse somewhere, or even with Mr. Arison, who I think he's Ted's son, Mickey, our chairman, and he wanted it to be here. He said it belongs to be on a ship. So that's fabulous. And also, you look at these tables here, because all of these tables, some of you may recognize these tables, because the tables where you're going to sit and have a cocktail are also from another one of our ships. What can you tell us about those?
Yes, so it's Herfield's caricaturist, and all of them have a little story. I don't want to say what it is. John can reveal that later.
Yeah.
And also the chairs. They are design is from original Carnivale. We had one old chair, and we designed these chairs as a lounge chair. But if you know that chair, it's beautiful, and it's the same design.
It's so strange, because I remember being on the Carnival, and these chairs were in the lounge, and these tables from the Fascination are just wonderful, and they all have a story. That one's upside down. They're all movie stars, and when you come and sit here, you can work out exactly who they are. And I'm not going to say too much more, because I want to make this some sort of scavenger hunt for everybody here. And I just want to take you over to the wall over here before we show you the some of the big attractions here in this bar, because look at this wall here. Look at this. I don't know if my camera can show it. Yes, I'm very ugly. But look at that. It says Fascination, and, well, it's stunning.
It's actually a sketch that was done by hand. Joe Farkas, who is architect of many of our ships. Here's one of the Fantasy. That sketch is particularly meaningful to Joe, the Fascination, because his wife, Jeanne, was the godmother.
That's right, she was.
That's actually a sketch depicting the naming ceremony. And it's so that's so you can see the name being
under the bottle there,
and it's really fitting, because this sketch is on display here, and all of these tables came from the ship.
From the same ship.
One fun thing, the scavenger hunt is not just figuring out which movie or which actors and actresses are represented in these sketches, because these came from Fascination. The architectural theme of Fascination was Hollywood, and they were on the promenade, Hollywood Boulevard. So there's Al Hirschfield would always hide Nina. So you have to come here and find Nina. Nina is hidden in every single painting. But I just want to go back to that. When you come here, come and look at these sketches. They are very much part of the history. Carnival Fantasy, no longer with us. Carnival Fascination, no longer with us. But in effect, they are, thanks to this. And here's a great shot now of the bar itself, and you can see how much you are going to truly love this area. Come with me, gentlemen, because we're going to I'm just going to show you now the bar. This is where you're going to be sitting, and pardon me, and as you can see here, it says celebrating 50 years of fun ships. And the same over here, celebrating
50 years of fun ships. And just look at the glass and how it reflects the big chandelier lights back. Now, these blue plans all the way around, what are they, chaps?
They are, there's various different things. The ship profiles, original sketches of Joe Farkas. And there's even one sketch of the atrium here. There's the funnel, all the history of Carnival, the ships of Carnival.
And again, when you're sitting here in the bar having a drink, you'll have so much time to look up, and you'll see drawings from the guys here, and also the original sketches from some of the ships, all the way around here to the Carnival. Is that the Carnival?
That's actually the
Mardi Gras, the original Mardi Gras.
That's a general arrangement, a hand sketch by Joe of the Fantasy, the Tropical, our first ship, first new build, and first ship with the winged funnel.
Fabulous.
You have the trolley on the celebration.
Yeah, the celebration. Yeah.
And the mirrors here.
Tell us about the mirrors. I don't want to look in them.
These are replicas. We have the original mirrors that were taken from the door.
It was in the embarkation lobby on the Carnival.
On the Carnival. Oh yeah, I remember. Oh goodness.
And they are here in the bar front.
In the bars as well at the front. Look at this. And talking of originals, the grand entrance. Now you're going to look at these doors and think, did somebody not finish them? What's going on here? But these are the original doors from the ship,
the Carnival.
Carnival. And I was a very young, thin fitness instructor. Bar. I don't know what I was doing, but I remember these doors. They weighed a ton, and these are the original doors from the ship Carnival. How about that? So much to see, but we haven't finished yet. Come with me, and I want to show you this. I have a feeling there are two areas you're going to see now where all of you will want to have your photo taken. And let's start, first of all, by showing you that we have these here. Tell us about these six. You're going to do that one? Go ahead.
Yeah.
So these are our porthole galleries. We have one for every decade, depicting guests having fun on Carnival ships through the ages. So this is actually representing the 1980s.
Yeah.
It's a scene inspired by the original celebration, which had a Bourbon Street on board.
It did.
And on the Bourbon Street, there was a streetcar. So this is a scene inspired
by the celebration.
This one is this is the 1970s porthole, and it's a scene depicting guests having fun in the 70s in the Riverboat Lounge and Casino on
yes,
the Carnival.
the Carnival.
So the chairs here are the chairs that we have inside of the
And
lounge.
I would have been the assistant bar manager walking past saying, hello, good evening.
And
That's like Johnny.
as the guests look out the window, they're going to see the birth of Carnival Cruise Lines, because the Mardi Gras was originally a Canadian Pacific ocean liner, the Empress of Canada. And when Carnival acquired it, it was converted to the Mardi Gras, and there's the birth of
There's
Carnival
the
Cruise
birth,
Lines.
look at that.
And then come in the Carnival, and then the Festival.
And there
which
she
were
comes.
The original three fun ships of the 1970s.
There's the... And now we'll just wait for the festival to join us. Here she comes. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just stunning seeing this. It really is. And we'll show the other ones down there. But while we're at this end, look at this. Slap bang in the middle of the entrance to the dining room here, you have this, which is from...
The Carnival. And it's fitting, because that's going to be the Carnival up there. This is the
Carnival restaurant,
We have
yeah.
a model there from
And they work. So, this would have been where Captain Calvillo, Captain Castanino, Captain Angelo Loss, God rest his soul, and all of our wonderful retired or no longer with us captains would have gone from stop to dead slow to half to full. And how about that? And you can stand here and have your photo taken and do all that side of stuff. How about that? Brilliant.
And if you'll notice, everything in this corridor, the promenade, the decades as they progressively with the dioramas, it's all pointing forward. The telegraph.
Oh yeah, everything's forward. This is full ahead through. So you actually put them in the direction of the ship. So you've got all the way forward is full speed ahead.
We're celebrating 50 years, but there's so much more to come. And
Captain, come and stand behind here. I just want to see. I'm going to pretend to be captain, and you can be the bosun driving. Okay, also you can be the sailor. All ahead, full. Fabulous. Come with me, because I want to show you the other theatres. And that is, I know this is the fantasy, because that's the Agam statue.
Correct.
And the elevators. And I remember, you have to remember back then, this ship, the fantasy would have been, people would have been gobsmacked when they saw glass elevators and an atrium and a revolving Agam statue like that. Fabulous. Let's come round here. And you've got this one, which is
Carnival Spirit.
Carnival Spirit.
So the funnel.
This funnel with
funnel.
with the steakhouse.
Correct.
And
And
beautiful.
it's changing from the daytime scene to evening scene.
Evening scene.
Lighting.
Amazing. And over here, we've got my favorite. I love this one.
so this is the 2010s decade diorama. So it represents some of the new branded spaces and concepts that we started introducing on the ships, like the Red Frog Pub.
2.0 Red Frog Pub, yeah.
It was really not just designing the space architecturally, but designing the full experience, from the uniforms, working with the bar team to develop the branded cocktails and beers.
Yeah.
And
I should say we're going to have glass on these, just,
Yeah.
but we took it off just for this purpose. And finally, as you can see, we've got this one that says, Fun Italian Style, introducing Carnival Firenze, sailing from Long Beach in 2024. And this is depicting the future.
it's a scene depicting the guests at a seaside theater looking up, and this will be an evolving display that always, as we have new ships to introduce and new guest concepts, we'll be updating this so guests can always see what's to come.
And for those of you who want to stand here long enough, at some point you will see something coming by with me on a ship doing the bolt in a pair of Speedos. So that's coming up for you in just a few moments. But before we do something very special with the captain, I just want to show you this. It arrived today. It is a to-scale model of this incredible ship. And when I say to scale, I don't even know if that's the right, but it's got everything on it that we have here. Look, the clamshells up on Serenity, Loft 19, all the balcony cabins. It is absolutely an incredibly huge, dynamic, alive model that is just stunning. Look at this. There's Bolt and the water park, waterworks, and the iconic whale tail, and at the back there, Carnival Celebration. But it's not just up in the air that we have things for you to see. It's not just in the glass. It's not just the tables. It's not just the stalls. It is also in the floor. Gentlemen, what have we got down here?
We have brass coins inserted into the floor tiles.
Come from this side.
Having all of Carnival Ships.
Oh, that's upside. I was filming upside down.
There's one that we haven't installed.
So we've got the Breeze, for example, and over here we've got the Magic, and it goes all the way over here. So
The Mardi Gras starts there.
So Mardi Gras, for example, there's Paradise, and we've got all the ships except one, and we are going to rectify that right now. So the master of the vessel will now place, can I see the coin? There we are. This is going inside. The Carnival Celebration 2022 will now be laid live by the captain. Captain, you have to say a few words.
Yeah, it's for me this is a very important moment because it's come out a lot of memories, because I was my first ship where I was on with Carnival was the celebration at the time, 27 years ago. So I spent more than half of the 50 years of Carnival with Carnival.
Cap, that I can imagine the emotions that are going through you there. So as you come through those doors that were originally on the Carnival, and you will see that coin right there, knowing that the captain laid it. Gentlemen, I know you two are very shy, and it's not an easy thing for you to have me shove my phone in front of you like this. And I also know that you are not two people that love the spotlight, but we wanted to put you in the spotlight. There's a big team behind what you do. We have, of course, Ben and our Senior Vice President and your team and everybody that does it. So on behalf of all the people who are going to be walking through this area, the Golden Jubilee, and the other areas, tomorrow we're going to show you something else very exciting. But thank you to you both and to your teams. You should be so proud. This place is going to be full of the sounds of laughter, the sounds of fun, the sounds of people walking around going, I saw the video, that's from this, that's from that, finding them, discovering, looking for the Ninas on the tables, having a cocktail, sitting here, coming through the original doors as people did for many, many years on the Carnival. It's a time capsule. It's a remembrance of what was past, what is, and the future. And this is the Golden Jubilee as we celebrate 50 years of fun. We can't wait to see you. Cheers.
I just can't get away from a good time.